This is my fault. He took my sister as payback for what I have been doing for the last 9 months.
What did you do?
I kept him prisoner in my basement, and today he escaped.
I think I was also focused on Lacy when I read it, and I said, "Wait a minute, wait, what? I'm outside. I'm in a hospital. Like, okay." And then I started thinking, okay, how am I going to make this real? Like, because we know Zeke's agoraphobia is something that has triggered him for quite some time, and now here he is, not in his safe zone. And I was very, very locked in on how do I make sure that this feels absolutely terrifying. And I mean, that day of shooting was emotionally heavy. It was heavy across the board. I think the longer that Lacy is missing, the braver he's gonna have to be. Brave to be by himself, brave enough to step outside of his boundaries and try to figure out a way to be a part of the solution in any which way that he can. And then there's going to be a lot of fear there. Fear there, because this is Sir that we're talking about, and he hasn't shown himself to just be the boogeyman in your head. Like he's a very, very dangerous person, and they all understand this. So now that he's tangible and he's real and he's outside and he's no longer just in the wind somewhere, now we know he's actually here and he has someone that we love and care about. Zeke is gonna have to really carry the weight that we don't know what happens next, and that's gonna be a very, very, very scary, traumatic place for Zeke to experience. What can I tease about the search for Lacy? The search for Lacy, we will unpack every stone. We will go above and beyond. This is not just any other case. I think everyone is going to have to do that and then some. And we're not going to stop until we find an answer or we find Lacy, and in the best scenario, she's okay. Is she herself still? What happens? Is she alive? Like there's a lot to unpack there, and we have to go into it in a way that we have hope, but protecting our hearts. We have to understand, like, the worst, and could be an option as well too. So for me personally, Arlen would love to work with Mark-Paul. I would love to work with Mark-Paul. Working with him on set, he carries such a gravitas and energy, and it's twofold. Mark-Paul himself is very warm, but still it's Mark-Paul. You've grown up watching him, so he's an amazing person. And then when he's in Sir mode, you can see the switch flip, and it's blank, and there's stuff happening behind the eyes in his head. It's very, very intimidating in the most interesting way. So I would love to work with him. So hopefully there's something there, hopefully something happens where our paths get to cross. And if so, I hope that Zeke is up for the task. You know what? I don't know how he would prepare for that, because Sir's manipulative. He's smart. He wouldn't come at Zeke in just any regular, casual. I don't know how he would respond. I think he'd have to really figure out, like, what he would do with that. And when Sir shows up, it always seems like some sort of a what's the word I'm looking for? A barter. He wants, I'm gonna pull you close. Here, take this. Give me this. Take this. Give me this. So, and he's done that with Gabby time and time again. That we've learned watching, and now that we know that's how he's worked with her, I can only wonder and be in amazement of what he may do with each of our different characters if and how he reaches out. Oof. I think easy. I think it was the hospital scene. It was great to be in a different space, other than than Zeke's playroom where where he does all of the magic. So it was great to, just as an actor, it was great to be in another space, and even being in this new space, it was just fun and interesting and different to play with the different, the walls feel different here. Like my clothes are different. The mask got to be off for a while, and that was a lot of fun. There was a lot going on there, and I think that's what made it fun too. That this was, and I almost similar to what I was saying to you earlier about getting a peek inside of what's happening in Zeke's head. That's the fear. That's the fear that lives inside, that we got to realize and see. This is what it really looks like when the mask of clothes and hair and jewelry and being in the safe space of the room is not on. We got to see when that is stripped down, what it really looks like and feels like. So it was special.